Guys, insanityizgood here, and welcome back to Umineko no Naku Koro, where we are going to dive into episode 2. As you can see, the background's different now. We got it's like an aquarium with like a fish tank. Episode 2, Turn of the Golden Witch. Good morning. The Golden Witch eagerly awaits your arrival. Please do grant her that wish. Were you able to get a good rest and perfect your strategy? The witch expects a lot from you, and is more than ready to launch an assault right from the start. I also look forward to seeing your strategy. The difficulty level is extreme. The witch intends to make you surrender all at once. The story is very obviously fictional, fantastic in nature, and any resemblance to existing individuals, organizations, locations, or incidents is entirely coincidental. Okay, oh, I remember this! Okay, yes, so we get some feel-good stuff to start out, okay, so... Get ready for the warm fuzzies, everybody! I was so caught up in being the audience, I forgot the possibility messy video files existed. George-sama, please look. They're so cute. Look, look. Shannon found a pair of hammerhead sharks swimming playfully in the tank and looked as excited as a grade schooler seeing an aquarium for the first time. Oh my god! Let's see the new image. She's so happy! So cute! Isn't it adorable? She's so happy. Look, it's all good, guys. She is adorable and she's so happy. Was it Tomitake Flash? What? Oh, he looks happy. They're so happy together. Aww. Aww. Precious babies. Yeah, they really are cute. Almost makes me want to eat them. I feel so sorry for them. Did you know? I hear the Japanese are the only people in the world who go to aquariums and say how delicious everything looks. Is that so? I'm sure even Americans and Italians would want to eat these. No! No, we don't want to eat sharks! Leave the sharks alone! George, stop! Looks like a college kid you'd find trying not to fall asleep in front of the class. Nah, he's too busy brown-nosing. Those clothes look good on you. Really? Shannon clutched at her chest with both hands in embarrassment. She apparently felt like she was being made fun of for wearing these clothes she wasn't used to. Though George's face didn't show it, he'd actually said something so completely unexpected that it surprised even him. And he was as embarrassed as Shannon on the inside. However, when he saw how embarrassed Shannon was, he started to imagine he was teasing a girl he liked. And instead of embarrassment, a ticklish amusement welled up in him. It is the girl you like! Okay. No, he wasn't just imagining it. He really was teasing the girl he liked. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I was personally offended. I was like, can't buy me the same cardigan. Before... Hey, you know what? I was the teacher's pet in English and history classes, so I totally get it. Don't worry. Before now, he wouldn't have expected to hear a line like that anywhere these days, not even in a manga or something. In fact, if he'd seen another couple acting like this, his first instinct would be to start throwing rocks at them. Wow. I mean, even if someone were to start throwing rocks at us now, I'm sure they'd be no different from confetti celebrating our relationship. No, they'd still be rocks. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Look how logic is this? Okay. Maybe it's because I've been in the same relationship for so long I forgot what the early butterflies and, you know, fucking beginnings of romance feelings are. Now I can't even remember those lonely days when I felt jealous of couples who were completely oblivious to their surroundings. To use an old-fashioned phrase, these really are rose-colored days I'm living in. I'm so entranced that I barely notice that massive tank in the world's largest aquarium anymore. Instead, all I see are the expressions flitting across Shannon's face as she plays with the fish. It's amazing, isn't it? It's my first time seeing a tank large enough for a whale to swim in. I heard this tank is the biggest selling point here, and that it's the biggest in the whole world. Is that so? That's amazing. It's really wonderful. It doesn't even look like a tank at all. More like they sliced off a part of the sea with a knife and brought it here. You're right. This really is a little sea. Despite its size, I hadn't thought of the tank as anything more than a tank. That's why I found her metaphor so interesting. No matter how far humans broaden their experiences, they always end up viewing the world through the lens of their own values. Maybe that's why it's so interesting to interact with people who have different worldviews. I voiced my thoughts on this. She responded. True, this may not be the real sea. But if those little guys swimming in there believe it's the sea, then that's what it is. Even though they're inside a finite tank? The sea is finite too. Then again, even if the sea were infinite, how much could we cover in our whole lives? I'm sure it'd be only a minuscule fraction of the sea. You're right. It's ironic, isn't it? Even though the world is so vast, most of us humans live our lives without ever leaving our own country. If the inhabitants of a place believe they're living in a complete world, then even the bottom of a narrow well could be a wonderful world, an entire ocean. At least to the frogs that live there. Shannon, who spent her days as a servant on a small island 10 kilometers in circumference called Rakanjima, said that with a smile. Turn of the Golden Witch. Shiromiya Banner. I should have said starring before that. Shiromiya George, Shiromiya Jessica, Shiromiya Maria. Shiromiya Kinzo, Shiromiya Kraus, Shiromiya Eva, Shiromiya Natsumi, Shiromiya Hideyoshi. Did they just start out like shark music though? I don't know. Shiromiya Rudolph, Shiromiya Rosa, Shiromiya Kyrie. Nanjo Teramasa, Shannon, Goda Toshiro, Unoue Genji, Kaden, Kumasawa Chiyo. Beatrice! Endless Witch. Best Girl. So you guys are gonna have to put up with me calling Beto Best Girl. Like, just have to deal with it. Ba-ba. Oh, it's this music again! Like, I guess he, like, takes, like, fucking stock photographs and then just, like, makes this weird, like, I don't know, blurry vector-ish effect, I guess? I don't know. It works. I could hear kids screaming from your pucker. No, Beto is Best Girl. Oh god. Glads kinda gets it. Glads gets it a little bit. They get me a bit. it's gonna take a long time to get there, to get to the point where, like, I'm at, where I love her. I mean, I found rough spear painted thumbnail uploaded with anything at this point. But yeah, as we continue on, you'll learn more about her, and, like, I didn't like her at first either, but then, like, by the time I got to, I think it was, like, episode 4? Or, yeah, like, the end of, like, episode 4, like, yeah, some point in episode 4, like, she's, like, my absolute favorite character, so... Yeah, anyways, back to the date! These two cuties! After we finished walking through the whole aquarium, okay, I can't do George's voice the whole time, so I'm just gonna go default battler. After we finished walking through the whole aquarium, we had a small late afternoon lunch at a restaurant with a nice view. Dude, that sounds like such a nice, like, date. For real, man. Like, I wanna go to a fucking aquarium. Buffet? What the fuck? The word buffet has the power to make any boy's heart leap. Dude. Food! I was like that myself once. But with Shannon beside me, this buffet felt different. I couldn't shamefully pile on only the things I liked. Oh, come on! I was... how should I put it? Worried about my appearance and choose a menu suited for a snob. Toast, salad, and coffee. Boo! Boo! Lame! If I'd been by myself, I would have made a pile of oily stuff like yakisoba, mashed potatoes, gratin, and so on. What? Okay. Shannon, is that going to be enough for you? If it is, then I guess we met our animals with really bad fuel efficiency. That's not what I... On Shannon's tray, there was only tea and salad. Maybe the mere fact that I thought she was a whole plate short proved I was thinking with a man's stomach. No, you're both trying to impress each other when you should just be eating the food you like. Like, fucking dumbasses. Like, that's a sad lunch. That is such a sad lunch. A sad salad. Like, you're at a fucking buffet and all you get is a salad? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like... Actually, I should be asking you the same thing. Don't you think men should eat a little bit more than that? I imagine you normally eat much more for lunch, right? Oh, right. Dane. Come to think of it, you already know how much I eat normally because of meals I've had at the head family household. That's right. So I was worried you might have an upset stomach today. Shannon was kind enough to guess that I wasn't feeling well. Looks like my stupid attempt to show off made her worry, and apparently my stomach wasn't going to let me show off any longer. Okay, I'll confess. I was just trying to look cool. I held back just because I was with a girl. I thought so. Considering how much you eat during lunch at the family conferences, I thought this wasn't nearly enough. Please, don't be so reserved, and feel free to go choose another dish. It's not fair for only me to be embarrassed. What about you, Shannon? How will you be able to keep up with the Ushiramiya family workload on such a sparse diet? Shannon fell silent and blushed bright red. Apparently I wasn't the only one showing off. When I realized that, my embarrassment disappeared completely. Oh, so that's not enough for you either, is it? Yeah, I usually eat a bit more than this for lunch. A woman's stomach is made of magic, so this is enough. What? Oh. Our stomachs are made of magic, guys. Take that one with you. Get a salad at a buffet, why not put the whole buffet in it? She knows. That's news to me. Right? Shit, man. Like, if a woman's stomach is magic, why do I have the love handles I do? Like... So we've both been showing off to each other. Let's not hold back anymore, shall we? I smiled to show that I wouldn't make fun of her anymore and rose from my seat. After finally coming to Okinawa, it'd be a waste if we didn't eat some bitter melon. I'll go get some fried bitter melon or something. Shannon, come with me. Come on. Yes. To anyone watching us, we might seem like an incredibly charming and embarrassing couple. No one's watching you because they're busy stuffing their face with the buffet. But it's only after becoming a couple that you realize. To us, this exchange of words is everything, our entire world. That's why no matter how much everyone else stares at us with blank expressions, we never notice. Indeed, at this age, I finally understand the feelings of couples who want to endlessly flirt without any regard for their surroundings. Are you thinking about the yogurt I'm going to regret? Yeah, magic. After I returned with a plate piled up with fried food, Shannon arrived with a pretty cake. While laughing at her fake stoicism, we resumed our lunch. There we go! Shit. Okay, who do you guys think is talking? 'Cause I have no fucking clue. Maybe... Shannon? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with Shannon. Even though it's a restaurant with a view of the sea, it's so cloudy. Luckily, our window seats gave us a view of seaside scenery so grandiose that it extended even beyond our field of vision. However, because of the cloudy sky, we were only seeing a fraction of its usual beauty. Oh, your kiss was George? That's right. If it were clear, we'd undoubtedly see a deep blue sea. Yep. Oh, Rox was right. Rox was right. Okay. Rox was right. That's right. If it were clear, we'd undoubtedly see a deep blue sea. Yep. I'll bet you're already used to the sea around Rockinjima, but the deep blue of the sea here would surely have been a sight to see. It's a real shame. Oh, but no matter how blue the sea is at work, it might as well be gray to me. But I'm not working today, so, Apparently Shannon was doing her best to say an embarrassing lie, but I didn't let her get off easy. So close. If only you'd said when watching the sea alone with you, George-sama, it looks deep blue no matter how gray it is. I'd have given you full marks and a prize. I'm sorry. Want to hear what the prize was? If you don't mind telling me. No, I won't tell you. I bet it was a kiss. That's no fair. When I was in elementary school, I was always the kid who got bullied. When everyone teased me, I grew nervous and speechless to the delight of the bullies. Back then, I wondered why everyone teased me. But now, teasing Shannon like this, I understand why. What? No! This is so much fun. No! What are you? No, George, why? Oh my god, I could play with her emotions however I please. And I could have them all to myself. Oh my god, it's yandere. This turned... Right now I can't think of any greater pleasure. That's why I have to go easy on her. It's not as though I want to make her feel embarrassed and upset. So I decided to be nice to change the subject. Dude, don't bully your girlfriend, oh my god. Best not to be too obstinate. Don't. My god. When you finish your lunch, do you want to take a walk on the beach? Maybe the clouds will clear up and we'll get a beautiful view of the sea. That's right. I want to go see it. Yeah, let's do it. But that cake really does look delicious. Maybe I'll go get one of those too. You mustn't. If you eat cake after eating so much, you'll get fat. It looks like Hideyoshi-sama's blood is pretty... I'm sorry. Oh my god. It's like he says a terrible thing and The cheese is a terrible thing. I'm just dying over here. Oh my god. Like. Okay. Hold it together. Hold it together, Tiff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is too fucking funny. I'm sorry. That fucking line is just. Oh god. Okay. I could do this. Okay, I swear. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm finding this so fucking funny. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. It looks like Hideyoshi-sama's blood is pretty thick in you, George-sama, so you'll get chubby if you don't take care. Shannon, you won't stop liking me if I get fat, will you? After all, I wouldn't stop liking you if you got fat. I didn't mean it that way. How did you mean it? If you don't take good care of your body, it'll be bad for your health. Oh. Mother warns me all the time, too. I wonder if I'll have to take up Tai Chi Quan or something like she does and get some exercise. When going on a diet, it's better to start by rethinking your eating habits, rather than just exercising all the time. Apparently, the exercise only helps if you're eating well first. In other words, you're telling me to hold off on the cake, huh? Then I guess I'll just have to gaze at you while you stuff your cheeks with it, Shannon. A whole cake is probably too much, but maybe just half of one would be okay. Here, it's really delicious. Shannon cut her own cake and tried to move half to my dessert plate. I had no doubt that she wanted to share the delicious cake's flavor with me. However, I meanly pulled my plate away from her. She blinked in surprise. She couldn't seem to figure out if I was refusing the cake or not, so I winked, opened my mouth, and said, So that's what you really wanted. Sheesh, you're such a pampered child, George-sama. Okay, say With a partly embarrassed, partly exasperated face, Shannon offered the cake to me with a fork. Chomp! It tasted like a cheap chocolate cake you might find anywhere, and yet it was exceptional. Because eating cake in such an embarrassing way, as if we were a couple of perfect fools, had been my dream for many years. It made this cake's flavor heavenly. If the earth is destined to end, I wouldn't have any regrets if it happened right now. It was such a moment of bliss. I choose right now. Still eat cake. You can still have junk food when you have to watch calories. It's okay, George. I'm sure your girlfriend is just as sweet if you take a taste. I can hear the distant sound of my nutritionist yelling at me to eat a taco. Yeah, see, like, that's the thing, like, you can be healthy and not, like, starve yourself and exercise way too much, because both is not good. And also, listening to what your body's craving is important too, but you have to be careful so that it's not, like, the after effect of, like, you know, like, when you eat something salty, you, like, immediately crave something sweet to, like, balance it out or whatever. Like, you just have to be careful of, like, that shit, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not a goddamn nutritionist or anything like that, and my eating habits are terrible. So, don't listen to me! After that, we gathered shells, ran from waves, and enjoyed each other's company while walking along the beach. Man! This sounds like such a good time. Like, even with cloudy skies. Like, what the fuck, dude? In the end, the clouds never parted. However, we both believed that the sea reflected in our eyes was deep blue. Somehow, I'm so happy that it scares me. You do say that from time to time. What is it you're afraid of? I'm a servant of the Ushiromiya family. For someone like me to be walking like this with a member of the family.
It just felt like it was too much for me.
I'm also surprised. I didn't just meet you yesterday or today, Shannon. We've known each other for years now. However, we can only meet during those family meetings that only happen a few times a year. Back then, I couldn't even imagine having this sort of relationship where I could spend time with you like this. It was the same for you too, right?
I did imagine it. No, maybe I should call it a kind of daydream. I did think about what it'd be like being in a relationship with you. A boy who was always so gentlemanly and considerate. Though it was only ever been a fantastic daydream.
Aww! That's so cute! Fucking cute. I've craving a whole pack of cookies since yesterday. I cannot judge. Hey, were the cookies good? If the cookies were good. Fuck yes. Yeah! Yeah, cookies are amazing. Hey man, no judgment from me. Keebler chocolate chip with M&M's. Aw, dude. Oh, that sounds so fucking good. Man, you know what? I need to make those cookies tomorrow. I've got those, like, Pillsbury cookies with, like, the Oreos in it. Yeah, I have some of that in my fridge I need to bake. Should do that tomorrow. Anyways, cookie talk. Then we must have your believing heart to thank for our relationship. Magic dwells in the power of love, so I'm sure that magic brought us together.
You're right. I really do think it was magic.
But you know, that's not actually true. As you kept looking more and more beautiful every year, you became a larger and larger presence in my mind too. If the same thing happened to you, then the fact that we're here today is simply an inevitable consequence rather than something caused by magic or a miracle. Way to appreciate her mind, bro.
No, a miracle did happen, George Summer.
She stopped walking down the beach, gazing out beyond the sea. A miracle?
No, it was magic. It happened.
I was bewildered by that slightly mysterious phrase, which I sometimes heard her use. Magic, you say?
Yes, magic. I doubt you'd believe me if I explained, so I won't. But this bit of magic definitely had the power to grant the miracle that brought us together.
Are you talking about some kind of ritual?
Yeah, you might call it something like that. Except that it really was magic, not just some ritual.
Maybe it's all girls, not just Shannon, who tend to treat encounters as miracles or coincidences. For a man like me, an encounter with a girl is 70% hard work to try and make her like you, 20% courage, and 10% coincidence. The part that means everything to her is a much smaller factor in my mind. Maybe that way of thinking itself is calculating and typical of men. Yeah. But if I said that out loud, it might dissolve all kinds of magic. To my mind, there were lots of coincidences, compromises, and expended effort on both sides before we gained the relationship we have today. At the culmination of all that, we get to spend this joyful time together. And if she wants to call that magic, I've got no objections to her choice of words. So I'll stand up for that magic. You're right. If the same fate were repeated 100 times, maybe you and I could get into a relationship like this only one of those times. In the other instances, even though we'd be aware of each other, maybe we would have only maintained a reserved relationship after all this time. From the perspective of those other me's and you's, you and I are undoubtedly in a miraculous relationship right now.
That's not what I meant. It really was magic. No matter how often you tell men something like this, they'll never believe it. Shannon didn't believe me at all either.
I believe you. I'd hate for the magic to fade away because I didn't believe in it.
George-sama.
In a small voice, I apologized for saying something that trivialized her magic. Shannon seemed to be glad to hear me say that. After all, if two people believe in the magic of love, it becomes eternal. Oh, that's right. I was wondering if you'd be willing to agree to a little whim of mine.
Yes? What is it?
You call me George-sama, right? Not that I dislike it. Would you consider not calling me that anymore? Of course, you have to keep up your appearance with the Shiromiya family, so I wouldn't force you to do so during your everyday routine on Rakunjima. But when we're alone, I'd rather you didn't call me that. Yeah, let's make that a rule.
A rule? What would happen if I violated that rule?
Oh, maybe we should have some kind of punishment game if you break the rule. Oh god. Oh boy. He's so fucking smooth. Yeah, girl has desires. Yes, what should it be? Wanna hear?
No, I don't want to hear.
I'll have to think about what it should be.
Okay. George-san.
Yeah, I love the way that sounds. I'm so happy, Shannon. Oh yeah, that's right. They have suffixes are like huge over there. So when you get like closer to somebody, the suffixes change or sometimes even drop completely. So the fact that he's asking her to not call him Sama is like a big deal. Even though, those of us, English speakers that don't understand are like, what's the big fucking whoop? Like, it's big deal. Big deal. Because it puts him more on a even, like, as far as like status goes, like an even playing field with her. Like, more like equals.
I also have another name. It's Sayo.
I see. The rules gotta be fair after all. I'll follow it too, and from now on, I'll call you Sayo. Okay. Sayo.
Yes.
I held her shoulder and drew her close. Oh, kiss her, please! When I forcefully pulled her delicate body towards me, she dove into my chest like a doll. As I held her head in my arms, we both looked at the horizon. And a deep blue sea. I'm so happy we got to look at this sea, just the two of us.
Me too. I'm so glad to have a chance to look at this deep blue sea with you.
As we gazed at the gray sea and a light rain began to sprinkle down, we kept listening to each other's heartbeats. Aww! That's so sweet! That's so nice. Happy times. The sound of waves flows into my ears. No, it's the sound of an enraged sea. My body, bathed in painfully cold splashes, does not allow me to forget. It won't let me forget the memories of the day my old fate was broken and smashed. Once, tomorrows were literally like looking into a mirror. All I ever saw there was the person I already was. Tomorrow was absolutely no different from today. That was my old fate. But then, for the first time, I saw a different fate beyond the mirror. The witch whispers to me. She tempts me to take a bite out of the fruit of knowledge. She torments me, saying I'll be furniture as long as I stay in God's paradise. So I decided to choose the path of knowing love, and tried to become a person. Those days were like sweet honey, but at the time, I didn't realize that they'd be the start of a new kind of suffering. I've arrived at a small island on a motorboat I've only just learned how to use. No, this can hardly be called a small island. It's little more than a rock jutting out of the water. On this rock is a torii and a small shrine. It was probably built to worship the guardian deity of Rakanjima. I think, isn't torii like the, shit, it's like a, fuck, hold on. I'm like the gate, yes, the gate, okay, yeah, I thought so. I was trying to think like how to just describe it. Even though I don't know exactly what it signifies, I know it has to be something holy. Even in a place like this, I've got to take just one more look around to see if there's anyone who might get mad at me for coming. I see nothing but the stormy ocean, Nijima looming in the distance, and the waves breaking against Rakanjima's steep cliffside. I ready myself, timidly approach the small shrine, and take the mirror that lies there as an offering. The mirror looks old, cloudy, and dirty. That would probably make any normal mirror seem horribly cheap. However, since the mirror's been placed in this small shrine, its appearance seems to give some sort of divine quality to it. And there's one thing I can tell. This is no simple mirror. It may seem like an old, battered mirror to a non-believer like myself, but it has great significance. Is it really okay to break this after being captivated by honeyed words? Yeah, temple arch, that's like the red, like, temple arch thing. Yeah. No, this isn't really a mirror. This is a life I couldn't escape until today, my fate. I'll break it. I'll smash it, and seize the life that lies beyond this mirror. If I don't smash it, my life will be a pair of facing mirrors forever. Nothing will ever change at the slightest. The witch whispers to me. She tempts me to take a bite of the fruit of knowledge. Or maybe I've already tasted of that fruit. After all, I've already experienced those maddening emotions. Just as Adam and Eve felt compelled to pluck their fig leaves, I can no longer go on without breaking this mirror. I've struggled with conflicting emotions for many days before this moment. Inside my heart, the virtuous part of me kept on fighting the part that sides with the witch. And now, here I am. Did the part of me that's here right now win or lose? There's only one thing I know. To obtain something, you must be ready to lose something. Cowards who don't risk anything, who never try to change anything, will never be given the key that opens the path to a new future. The key is already in my hands, and that key is to break this, to smash it. Is there any other effort I can make as furniture imprisoned in Rakanjima? No. This is the only way for me. Come, have courage. I'll free myself from being mere furniture. By accepting a new kind of suffering, I'll become human. This is surely a small, yet large trial I must impose on myself. Come on, smash it. I'll smash to pieces the eternally unchanging fate that imprisons me. I raise the mirror high. I think back on the days of conflict that came before, and finishing my reflections in the blink of an eye, I throw it down. The thunder roars, crying out against me for my outrageous act. It truly is the hatred of angels trying to banish me from eternal paradise. I look down at the mirror tumbling at my feet, broken in two equal parts, and after making sure I've accomplished my task, I scream up at the raging skies. I've kept my promise! Now, it's your turn to keep yours, right? Thunder roars once more. I've already been banished from paradise, so I'll have to struggle on my own if I want to live. The witch told me. That is the single element of this world. To lose it means losing the world. Like how a canteen with a hole in the bottom can't be filled no matter how much water you pump into it. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn to keep yours. Please, grant me my wish. Beatrice-sama! But the opening, even though the song's the same, the opening will be different too. I think. Or maybe it's the same, I don't know. Oh no, it's the same. Where's the bottle? Welcome to Rockinjima. Welcome back. Alright, I am going to stop here because my throat is starting to hate me. Oh, we got all of our peoples. Look at him, bitch. No, Beto's not here yet. Alright. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. We had some fluff. It's all good. Like I said, my throat is starting to die. Well, not die, I'm just, you know. But you know what? Yes, cuties. It doesn't hurt as badly as it does when I have to do the voice for the Beast and Fata Morgana, because dear fucking lord, it hurts so bad, but I can't just not do it. I have to. Like, it, yeah. So I'm thinking whenever I do go back to that, which will probably be voice changer, yeah. Which will probably be next Friday. I'm probably gonna have to prep some tea for myself to sip on while I read it, in the hopes that that will help. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I figure, and the tea I have is specifically for sore throats. So I figure if I sip on that while I do it, I should be okay. And considering that I'm not doing it on like Monday, I won't be doing it on Monday nights where I'm going for fucking ever. Probably a little bit easier on the throat, but we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to participate in real time with us while I stream this live on Discord, go ahead and become a patron at patreon.com/insanityizgood. At the lowest tier, you get access to the Discord server, and you can talk to me and everybody else, and it's a good time. So, yeah. You guys have a good weekend. You guys have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!